BMWs are supposed to be the ultimate driving machine, but these 5 models. In 5th place, the BMW 7 Series from 2022 to 2025 delivers a harsh reality check for anyone chasing flagship luxury. Owners report chronic failures in both front and rear air suspension systems, specifically the air spring bags and compressors, that can drop ride height overnight and leave this 6-figure sedan sagging in the driveway. The symptoms are unmistakable. Warning lights flash, the car sags on one side, and driver assist features start to shut down. Technical service bulletins SIB 010622 and SIB 010522 confirm the problem is widespread enough that BMW extended the warranty on these struts to 8 years or 80,000 miles. But even with this coverage, the financial sting remains. Parts alone run $5,487 to $5,818 for an air spring, plus $708 to $1,038 in labor. Compressor failures add another $4,764 to $4,905, turning what should be a smooth ride into a repair marathon. Real-world invoices on the Carly forms show owners shelling out as much as $6,640 at just over 38,000 miles, well before most people expect major repairs on a premium car. NHTSA complaints about air suspension issues in the 7 Series jumped 73% from 2021 to 2024, and while BMW's extended warranty softens the blow, it does not erase the headache. Even when the fix is covered, downtime, hassle, and out-of-pocket costs for related damage or denied claims add up fast. If you are shopping for a used 7 Series, those hidden suspension risks can turn a dream car into an expensive, undrivable nightmare. Number 4, the BMW X5 from 2022 to 2025 turns what looks like a minor coolant leak into a full-scale engine disaster. Owners across BimmerPost and ex-Bimmers forums describe a familiar pattern. First, the water pump or thermostat fails, often before 70,000 miles, sometimes as early as 30,000 miles. The culprit is plastic coolant housings that crack under heat, leaking fluid where drivers barely notice. Ignore it, and things escalate fast. The temperature gauge creeps up, warning lights flash, and in some cases, steam pours from under the hood. At this stage, a quick fix, replacing the pump and thermostat, runs $1,200 to $2,400 at an independent shop with parts and labor bundled. But let it go, and you are looking at a catastrophic head gasket failure or even a warped cylinder head. That is a $7,500 to $12,000 repair, backed up by real-world shop estimates and forum invoices like the $9,200 head gasket job posted by a 2023 X5 owner at just 61,000 miles. The damage is not just financial. These failures can leave drivers stranded on the side of the road, kill resale value, and trigger weeks of downtime. BMW has not issued a recall or service bulletin for the G05 cooling system, so every X5 buyer is rolling the dice. For a luxury SUV, that is a risk most shoppers cannot afford to take. When a $60,000 vehicle is one coolant leak away from a 5-figure repair, it is time to reconsider what premium ownership really means. Number 3. The BMW 3 Series from 2022 to 2025 transforms a simple drive to the grocery store into a lesson in frustration. At the heart of the problem is the ZF8 HP automatic transmission, specifically the mechatronics unit and valve body. Owners report a persistent low-speed shudder, especially during 1 to 2 upshifts at 15 to 30 miles per hour. The sensation is unmistakable, a sharp jerk followed by vibration through the floor and steering wheel, often worsening on inclines or during light acceleration. For many, the issue appears as early as 18,000 miles, with a median onset around 38,000 miles. Software updates and fluid changes might buy some time, but nearly half of reported cases end up needing a full mechatronics overhaul. Independent BMW specialists quote $2,800 to $4,500 for a mechatronics kit, while a full transmission rebuild or replacement can soar from $3,500 to $8,500. Dealer invoices on BimmerPost confirm real-world bills as high as $5,900 at just 42,000 miles. Technical Service Bulletin SIB 2 40722 acknowledges the pattern. recommending software flashes and, in stubborn cases, a complete valve body replacement. But for many owners, the cycle repeats. Harsh shifting, limp mode activation, multiple dealer visits, and mounting repair costs follow. Consumer Reports rates transmission reliability at just 2 out of 5 for the G20 generation, with forum threads documenting dozens of cases where the shudder returns within months. The impact goes beyond the wallet. Drivers lose confidence, resale values take a hit, and what should be a refined sports sedan becomes a daily headache. Before we count down to the final 2, smash that like button if you value real-world data over marketing hype. Now, let's get back to the countdown. Number 2, the BMW X3 from 2022 to 2025 brings a new level of risk that goes beyond wallet pain. Now, it is about safety. The trouble starts deep in the fuel system, with in-tank, fuel pump, and high-pressure fuel pump, HPFP, failures that can strike without warning. Owners describe a sudden loss of power on the highway. The car drops into limp mode, throttle response vanishes, and you are left coasting with hazard lights as traffic barrels past. One forum post details a 2024 X3 stalling at 42,500 miles, with the driver stranded on the shoulder. Tow and repair invoice totaled $3,400. Independent shops quote $2,200 to $4,500 for a basic fuel pump swap, while the HPFP can climb as high as $6,000, especially if diagnosed at a dealership. What makes this issue so dangerous is the unpredictability. Sometimes it is a slow sputtering fade, but more often it is instant. The dash lights up with a drivetrain malfunction warning, and within seconds you lose the ability to accelerate or merge. For families or commuters, that is not just an inconvenience. It is a real threat, with rear-end collision risk if you are caught in fast-moving traffic. Forum threads and repair shop estimates confirm these failures tend to cluster between 40,000 and 45,000 miles, well before most warranties expire. The financial hit is steep, but the stress of being stranded is what really sets the X3 apart on this list. As BMW loads more electronics into its fuel delivery, a simple pump failure now means full system shutdown. With no recall or technical service bulletin on record for these years, buyers are left exposed to both sky-high repair bills and the anxiety of not knowing when or where the next stall could hit. And finally, in first place, the BMW 4 Series from 2022 to 2025 turns what should be a sleek coupe into the ultimate electrical money pit. The problems start with the tech you use every day. Owners report iDrive screens freezing solid in mid-drive, backup cameras going black, and audio controls locked out with no warning. But it does not stop there. When the body control module or a main ECU fails, the car can lose power steering, climate control, or even basic lighting. These are not rare glitches. Forum threads are packed with stories of repeated dealer visits and no permanent fix even after multiple software updates. According to owner sentiment, electrical reliability rates a dismal 1 out of 5, and that is before the big bills hit. Replacing a single failed module often runs $2,500 to $6,500, depending on the system. But if a battery management fault or a water leak triggers a cascade taking out the harness, ADAS radar, and multiple ECUs in one blow, repair invoices skyrocket. Independent shops have posted real-world bills as high as $8,750 for multi-module replacements and full ADAS recalibration. BMW's standard 4-year warranty covers early failures, but most problems hit just outside coverage, leaving owners stranded and out of pocket. For anyone considering a used 4 Series, these issues mean weeks of downtime, lost confidence in core safety systems, and the constant stress of not knowing when the next blackout will strike. With no recall or technical service bulletin to address systemic flaws, this is the model most likely to turn a premium experience into a recurring nightmare. What BMW would you never buy? Drop it in the comments. Across all 5 models, one pattern is clear. Complex tech and premium features can mask major reliability risks. In 2026, owning the wrong BMW means repeated failures, repairs that can drain your wallet, and constant stress no matter the badge. What BMW would you never buy? Drop it in the comments.